Star Trek launched in 1966, a series that seemed small at first but grew into a universe of legends. Its stars brought life to characters that inspired generations, and their stories continue even now in 2025. At the center of it all was William Shatner, as Captain James T. Kirk. He was the fearless commander of the Enterprise, brimming with energy and charm. Now, at 93, Shatner still thrives, even making his own voyage into space, showing that the captain's adventurous spirit never left him. Beside him stood Leonard Nimoy as Spock, the cool balance to Shatner's fire. Then, his Vulcan logic became one of TV's most iconic portrayals. Now, though he passed away in 2015, Nimoy's influence is felt every time Spock appears again, his quiet strength echoing through decades. Completing that unforgettable trio was DeForest Kelley as Dr. McCoy. With humor and heart, he gave the Enterprise its conscience. Though he left us in 1999, his spirit lives on in every Starfleet Doctor, each one carrying a piece of Bones' warmth and wit. The bridge shined even brighter with Nichelle Nichols as Lieutenant Uhura. Then she made history, inspiring countless fans and even future astronauts with her poise and brilliance. Now, after her passing in 2022, Nichols remains a symbol of hope, forever remembered as a pioneer who opened doors for others. At the helm, George Takei brought steadiness as Sulu. He piloted the Enterprise with quiet confidence, ready for every challenge. Now, Takei is celebrated not only as a Star Trek icon, but as a powerful activist. His voice reaches beyond the final frontier. Alongside him came youthful enthusiasm in Walter Koenig as Chekhov. Then his spirited performance added humor and charm to the crew. Now Koenig continues to engage fans, his presence linking the earliest days of Star Trek to today's celebrations. And no one worked harder to keep the Enterprise running than Doohan as Scotty. Then, his quick thinking and loyalty made him unforgettable. Now, though he passed away in 2005, his legacy remains strong, his name forever tied to engineering brilliance. As the original series passed the torch, a new generation of stars stepped forward in the next generation. Patrick Stewart commanded as Captain Picard. Then his wisdom and calm authority redefined leadership. Now at 85, Stewart continues to inspire, recently returning to the role that made him a legend. Supporting him was Jonathan Frakes as Commander Riker. Then his charisma and loyalty made him Picard's trusted right hand. Now he thrives as both actor and director, shaping new adventures across the franchise. At their side was Brent Spiner as Data. Then his quest to understand humanity gave the series its soul. Now Spiner remains a beloved performer, forever linked to the android who wanted to be human. Helping him see the universe in new ways was LeVar Burton as Geordi LaForge. Then his innovation made him one of Starfleet's finest engineers. Now Burton is a cultural icon, inspiring generations through education as much as through Star Trek. Beside them stood Michael Dorn as Worf. Then he gave Klingons new depth, showing honor and heart within strength. Now he remains one of the most recognized figures in the saga, his presence as powerful as ever. Guiding the crew's emotions was Marina Sirtis as Counselor Troy. Then her empathy helped shape the Enterprise's humanity. Now she continues to connect with fans around the world, admired for her honesty and passion, and ensuring their health was Gates McFadden as Doctor, Crusher. Then she gave wisdom and grace to every mission. Now she continues to shine as a performer and creator, still deeply loved by the Star Trek community. Meanwhile, Deep Space Nine took the story in bold new directions with Avery Brooks as Captain Sisko. Then, he led with power, his journey rich with growth and sacrifice. Now, though Brooks has stepped back from acting, his portrayal remains a milestone on TV. Alongside him, Nana Visitor as Kira Nerys brought resilience and fire. Then she told the story of survival with unmatched conviction. Now she remains a respected figure whose performances continue to resonate. Sharing their world was Terry Farrell as Jadzia Dax. Then she blended wisdom and elegance into a unique role that spanned lifetimes. Now she is celebrated by fans who remember her as one of the show's brightest presences. Soon after came Voyager, led by Kate Mulgrew as Captain Janeway. Then she broke new ground as the first woman to command a Star Trek series. Now Mulgrew continues to be admired, her strength and intelligence still inspiring. Her journey intertwined with Jerry Ryan as Seven of Nine. Then she captivated audiences as a former Borg finding her humanity. Now Ryan continues that story in Star Trek. Picard, her star shining as brightly as ever. Also vital was Roxanne Dawson as B'Elanna Torres. Then her fiery portrayal of a half-Klingon engineer left a lasting mark. Now she thrives as a director, shaping stories from behind the camera. The early 2000s introduced Enterprise with Scott Bakula as Captain Archer. Then he guided humanity's first steps into deep space. Now, Bakula remains respected for his wide-ranging career and steady leadership on screen. Serving beside him was Jolene Blalock as T'Pol. Then, her Vulcan composure anchored the crew. Now, though she stepped away from acting, fans remember her performance as a defining part of the series. The saga, later reimagined in films, introduced Zachary Quinto as Spock. Then he honored Nimoy while giving the role a modern intensity. Now, Quinto continues to be admired for his versatility across film and television. Alongside him, Chris Pine as Captain Kirk breathed youthful fire into the role Shatner made legendary. Then he brought new life to a classic hero. Now, Pine remains one of Hollywood's leading men, his connection to Star Trek unshakable. From Shatner to Pine, from Nichols to Mulgrew, from Nimoy to Quinto, these stars created a universe which endured for nearly 60 years. They gave us a vision of the future. Now, in 2025, they remain beacons of imagination, reminding us that the voyage never truly ends. Which transformation surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey through time, be sure to like this video, share it with fellow Trekkies, and subscribe for more looks at the stars who shaped our favorite worlds.